Assalamu alaikum students, it's me Taira Bano. I am taking here your science class. We are here to take your science online class. As you know that all of you are, as you are staying at your home, so you have to manage your time carefully, right? It's the time to decide that how you can divide your time in different parts and give the proper time to your studies as well as your games. So the moral lesson for today is don't waste time. Don't waste your time. Okay? Right. Now, as you have known, as you know that we have done the chapter number 5, the life cycle of plant. We have done its reading. We have gone through all the important points, that how do the plants grow, how does it germinate, and how the seeds are carried away from place to place, and how seeds are different from one another, right? So we have done its reading carefully, and we have done it in very detail. Right now it's time to do our workbook, and we are here to solve our workbook. So let's start with our workbook with the fill in the blanks. As you can see it here on the screen, the first one is life on earth depends on plants. The life on earth depends on plants. Number 2 is dash move water to the leaves and flowers of a plant. What moves water and leaves? Water to the leaves? Yes, stem. Number 3 is dash take in water and nutrients for the plant. What takes in water and nutrient for the plant? Yes, its roots. Number 4 is leaves of a plant also make a gas called oxygen. Leaves of a plant also make a gas called oxygen. Stems are also called leaf stalks. Stems are also called leaf stalks. Yes, flowers help plants to reproduce. Flowers help plant to reproduce. Number 7 is the onion is a bulb. The onion is a bulb. And number 8 is the stems that grow underground are called tubers. The stem that grows underground are called tubers. Okay, now let's recall it again. Life on earth depends on plants. Stems move water to the leaves and flowers of a plant. Roots take in water and nutrients for the plant. Leaves of a plant also make a gas called oxygen. Stems are also called leaf stalk. Flowers help plants to reproduce. The onion is a bulb, and the stem that grows underground are called tubers. These were our fill in the blanks. Let's move to the question answer. So what are the different ways? Question number 1 is what are the different ways in which seeds can be dispersed? Dispersed means carried away from one place to another. What are the different ways in which seeds can be dispersed? Okay, its answer is number 1 is some seeds have wings and are carried by wind from place to place. So, as they have wings, so they can fly, they can move from one place to another by wind. Number 2 is some seeds are collected by humans and planted in the soil as the farmers sow the crops, right? Some seeds are collected by humans and planted in the soil. Number 3 is seeds can be carried by animals and water also. Seeds can be carried by animals and water also. Okay, the first one, they have wings so they can move from one place to another. Number 2, seeds are collected by humans and planted in the soil. And number 3, seeds can be carried by animals and water also. Okay, then question number 2, what does a seed need to grow into a plant? What does a seed need to grow into a plant? Yes, a seed needs enough air, water, sunlight and good soil to grow. Okay, now let's again. A seed needs enough water, sunlight, air and good soil to grow. Okay, ji, now move to the question number 3. Why are plants called producers? Why are plants called producers? Okay, plants are called producers because they make their own food. As we say, the producer, that producers are only the living things which can produce their own food, right? So only the plants are the producer. Now they are asking that why are plants called producers? Its answer is plants are called producers because they make their own food. Even the humans and animals, they take their food from the plants. They cannot produce their own food. Only the plants are the producer. Why plants are called producers? Because they make their own food. Because they make their own food. Okay, ji, now the next one is the germination. As you have done it already, that what is the germination? When a seed is put into the soil in the presence of enough air, water and sunlight, it grows into a new plant. It is called germination. This is what we have done it in the reading. So what is the germination? When a seed is put into the soil in the presence of enough air, water and sunlight, it grows into a new plant. It is called germination. So here you can see the pictures of the different steps of the gradually as seed is turning into the plant, and you have to tell that how this step is completed. The first one is in the first diagram. You can see the dash begins to grow. Yes, what begins to grow? The seed. Here what you have to write? The seed begins to grow. What you have to write? The seed begins to grow. Right. In the next one, the dash appears. What appears? As you can see here, the root appears. The root appears. The next one is tiny roots take in water. Tiny roots take in water. Tiny roots take in water. Okay, the next one is the shoot grows green leaves. The shoot grows green leaves. The shoot grows green leaves. Okay, so the first one was the dash begins to grow, the seed begins to grow. The dash appears, the roots appear. The root appears. Number 3 is the tiny roots take in water. The tiny root takes in water. The shoot grows green leaves. As you can see here, now the plant has fully grown and you can see the green leaves here. So the shoot grows green leaves. The shoot grows green leaves. Right. Now this was all that we have learnt in this chapter. First of all, what we have learnt, we have done the fill in the blanks. Then there was encapsulate everything. First of all, there were the fill in the blanks. And then there were the question answers. There were 3 questions. The first one, what are the different ways in which seeds can be dispersed? Number 2, what does a seed need to grow into a plant? Number 3, why are plants called producers? And the next one was, there was the germination and labeling of the diagram. You have to tell the different steps, and we have completed it. Right. Now this was all our 5th chapter that we have completed. I hope you would understand it well and you can do it. You have to revise it carefully. Take care and Allah Hafiz.